Well, after months of teasing it out, Beto O'Rourke has finally announced that he is officially, as of right now, running for president in 2020. Beto joins an already pretty crowded Democratic field, but we expected a crowded field, and to be honest, we kind of need a crowded field. One thing we don't need, though, is Beto O'Rourke. Now, I'm not the kind of person that just hates Beto O'Rourke. I don't hate him. I thought he would have been a great replacement for Ted Cruz. I wished him well. We did plenty of videos supporting him. However, as a presidential candidate, I do not support Beto O'Rourke. And I haven't actually endorsed anyone, but I am officially not endorsing Beto O'Rourke here. And I have very good reasons for it. First and foremost, the guy basically gives us 50 Shades of Grey style teasing for months about whether or not he's going to run for president. Then he finally announces it and he has no platform. The guy literally has no ideas. In fact, even in interviews in these months of teasing, he's saying, well, we should have a debate about this. Well, we need to be thinking about this. We should be talking about this. He was never once able to come up with a plan other than his plan to crap on other people's plans, like Medicare for all or getting rid of ICE and returning those duties back to the agencies that used to handle them before ICE was created 16 years ago. That's all he's got. He is essentially Howard Schultz. I don't have any ideas of my own, but I can tell you that everybody else's ideas are garbage. That's what Beto O'Rourke is. He has no plans, and he has had more than enough time to come up with plans. So no, I don't trust him. I don't trust his mealy-mouthed, well, let's have a debate about why we're in Syria. No, we don't need to have the debate. We know it's wrong. Let's get out. End of story. Oh, let's have a debate about whether or not Medicare for all. No. We know that we're getting screwed over by hospital corporations, health insurance industry, big pharma. We know they're screwing us over. We know Medicare works very well. Let's expand it to everybody. End of story. Beto O'Rourke is too weak. And think about this for a second. First of all, okay, I don't even understand why people are so excited he jumped in. He doesn't stand for anything, and he couldn't beat the guy who couldn't beat Donald Trump, yet we expect him to beat Donald Trump. Explain to me in what universe that makes sense, right? You had a guy that was running against Donald Trump, Ted Cruz. Cruz loses to Trump. So then O'Rourke comes and runs against that loser, and then O'Rourke becomes the loser. So now we're expecting loser B to run against person A. Folks, it doesn't make sense. And I'm not just trying to sit here and say Beto O'Rourke is a horrible person. I do not like his voting record. I do not like his willingness to go vote with Republicans instead of progressives. Hell, he even endorsed a Republican over a progressive candidate in 2018. This guy ain't it. He is not what this country needs. He has no plans or ideas, but he has a hell of a lot of platitudes about healing the nation, bringing us back together. And you know what? A decade ago, that probably would have worked really, really well, but not today. We have one side that wants to get violent, one side that's had plenty of people arrested because they've tried to carry out that violence or because they've been planning it. You can't heal that kind of divide. What you can do is enact strong social policies that benefit everyone to help heal the suffering here in the United States. You reduce overall suffering, you're gonna reduce the amount of violence and heal the divide as a side effect. Beto doesn't seem to understand that. Beto had no reason to join this election cycle. He did it because he's all about him. And we have already seen the cult of personality develop around him. Some of the people who are so excited, the reasons they offer are because he has name recognition and because he can raise a lot of money. And if you're basing your choice for president on those two things, then I have some very sad news for you. You're part of the problem too. We need to be running on issues. We need to be voting on issues, not based on somebody's name, personality, or how much money they can raise. Those are things of the past. Let's leave them there. One of our video sponsors today is BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp.com offers users access to their own personal therapist. After filling out a short questionnaire, BetterHelp.com links you up within 24 hours to a therapist who's best suited to help you with whatever it is you may need. BetterHelp.com is cheaper and more efficient than going and sitting in a therapist's office or waiting for weeks at a time to get an appointment with a therapist. And the best part is that it really is only a fraction of the cost. You can speak to somebody 24/7 from the comfort and privacy of your own home. BetterHelp.com is there for you. If you are having career trouble, if you're having relationship trouble, if you feel like you're just spinning your wheels in life, there is always somebody willing to listen and help if you need it. Check them out today, betterhelp.com/ringofire to get started.